Hi, this is Jack Johnston, and this is my inner solar system model scale. I did this by looking up a guide of the distances and the diameters of each planet, and then, as you can see here on my scale of my model, I went from billion kilometers, which they were in, all these planets were in. That's what they gave me on the internet, and I divided it by million kilometers, 100 million kilometers, and then I got it to a 0.1 million kilometer, and I scaled it all in centimeters using my ruler to make sure that they lined up right to scale. First, I started off and I used a bunch of colored pencils, as you can see here. Started off here on the sun. I first got the diameter right there, 1.39. I divided that by 100 million, my bad. And then I got 13.9 centimeters. So that would be the diameter. So I put a dot here, and I would use this and go over 13 centimeters, which is, well, 1.3 centimeters, which would be right there. And then I would do one here, one here, one here, one here, all 13.9 centimeters. And then I would make a circle and then label it as the sun. But then for finding the distances, I would go here. So everything is distance out from the sun. And so say Mercury, which would be my next planet, 91.276 million miles away from kilometers away from the sun. So then I would take that 91.26, I would divide it by 100 million. I would take my ruler that I got here, I'd go from the middle of it, and this would be right here. That would be 91 right on the dot after you scale it down from your million kilometers all the way to your 0.1 million kilometers. And then once again, use the diameter. So it would be 4,878, which would go down to 0.2 on each side, scale it, and label it. And I did that for for every single one actually, and came out looking pretty good. I actually looked at a couple other models online after I finished just to make sure I was on the right track, and I think it's pretty good. I mean, as long as you have the right scale in order to break stuff down, because you're not going to have enough paper to write millions of miles. So as long as you got a scale and you got a ruler and you got different colored markers, and most important, a guide for how far away everything is and the distance and the diameter of everything, you're able to draw your inner solar system scale right here. And that is what I did. Thank you very much.